Well, this is all nice and shiny now, but you know, I'm sure there's a whole bunch of rusty stuff inside still. Probably a very rusty gearbox we're going to have to deal with, but we'll come to that in a minute. Let's finish this off. Replace that hatch already, the ammo hatch. And then we'll whip off its top and stare at its drawers. I don't think it really works, but okay. Okay, I'm on disassembly. Yeah, let's whip this off. There's a periscope. Can't take that off anymore. We can get the periscope out of the way. We can get these back bits off as well. So there's a bunch of rusty junk under there. Vent covers. Come on, off you get. Everybody out. Everybody off. Can I take this off yet? I can't. No, I can't. I'm going to take off all the bits and pieces, I think, before I can take off the cover. Which suggests it's a mechanic's nightmare. Or maybe it's just these vents need to come off. I don't know. We're going to take it off anyway, it doesn't matter. I'll go back on afterwards and drop that inside there. Okay, we can see some rusty things in there. Where's my de-ruster? What have I done with it? I've left it somewhere. Let's get them back over here, shall we? There we go. Yeah, very cramped in here. Very cramped indeed. I think all these vehicles have felt pretty terrifying to the idea of being inside them. Do the cover. Right. What can we actually take off here? Not a lot, can we really? I mean, we can take these hatches back off. I think we would actually have to crawl inside to do anything in here. Yeah, we'll see what we can do from the outside. Oh, it's horrible in here. Look at it. Look at the state of it. I still haven't looked at anything about the vehicle yet. I will do, but I'm not yet. I'm still pretty certain it's a tank destroyer. It seems like it's a small crew one as well. I mean, I guess it might be like a small mobile tank destroyer as opposed to a big chunky gun type one, you know, massive powerful gun that just rips tanks apart. Because you want to be manoeuvrable. Want to get the drop on them. Because tank destroyers were generally more lightly armoured. And of course full of high explosive ordnance. Let's get inside. Get inside. Oh, it's not nice in here. Okay, we have... This is the gunner slot. Oh, that's handy. That dropped in there. Sometimes you can reach the tools when you're inside somewhere, sometimes you can't. That's the driver. This is a very familiar little cases and things in here. Yeah. I don't know how much we can say. I don't know how much we can take apart of this. Maybe we can get this gun out, actually. If we can get the gun and the breech out. Ah, just drop the thing. No. I just want to get out the thing. That's not giving me option menus. Right, can we get this? Can we take it apart? Make the muzzle brake off. Ah, I'm in a limited view. Hold on. That can come off. Doesn't mean it's integral to getting the rest of it off. It might not be possible to get this gun out, but I really kind of want to now. Aha! Rip the whole thing out! See, that would be a nice alternative. If you couldn't get the turret out, it would be interesting if you could take out... I'm never going to get this back together again. Take out the main cannon and put it on a stand somewhere. We might be able to, though. I think we're going too far with this, actually. I don't think we need to. But I thought it might be a bit easier to look inside and do stuff in there. What are we missing of this, apart from obviously the bits I've taken off? That's the problem now. See, I've now taken the bits off. I don't know what's actually missing. A V-belt. We know the V-belt was missing. Where does the V-belt go? Somewhere back in there in the engine, I guess. But not actually part of the engine. Actually part of the... fuel system. There you go. Yeah, I've redone this in the wrong order. The game does advise you that you should be doing things in a certain order, so you don't find yourself buying spare parts. Nope. There you go. There you go. Good stuff. Gears. Okay, we've got some gears that are knackered. We can deal with those later. There was a whole bunch of boxes and things missing from the hull interior, wasn't there? Gearbox cover and locker. Hull interior. There's two of them, so I presume they're different. How many lockers are there? Just the one, actually. I haven't also checked to see if some of these parts cannot be replaced. I've had that a few times now where you can't replace the certain pieces of instrument replaced. Some of the instrument panels can't be replaced in certain tanks. You have to buy a brand new one, which is annoying, but never mind. Can I get inside? See, how am I going to get to this so I find out where all the parts are that are supposed to go in here? This one's a tricky one, isn't it, eh? A box. Okay. I don't think that's what I took out. Oh, I can't buy anything now I'm in here. A shelf. Are these things I took out or not? And where's that locker? We can put these bits back in again anyway. Ah, that's the locker. Good, good, good. A shelf and a box. Remember that. Shelf and box. Let's not do too much in here. Let's go to the driver slot. Shelf and box. There's only 4 people in here. Okay, let's get out of here. No. There. Shelf. And then we saw a box, didn't we? And I don't think they're ones that... misspelled. I don't think they're ones that were already in there. I think they were actually missing. And what we could do, another way of doing this, stand at me, scuttling around on your hands and knees. We can take away the exterior like this, and then we can do... Oh, it's part of the hull, we can't do it though. Oh, there's some rusty. There's a rusty box there. Those are probably some of the rusty gears. We don't have to do that anyway. We know where the bits are. There was a box in there, wasn't there? A shelf. Ha-ha! Ha-ha! We can put that back on. We can put the muzzle brake back on again. This is fine. And we'll just open the hatch, can't it? That will probably be easier. You don't want to open that at all then. Just swing it open. There we go, like that. Ha-ha! Right. How is this tank doing now in terms of bits missing? It's still got a bit. That's because of the back bits, though, isn't it? That's because of the back bits I took off. Gearbox cover. I don't know if I did those or not yet. I don't know. This is such a difficult working environment, this flipping tank. It really is causing me a real... a real pain in the bum. There's no real way of getting in here, apart from literally what you've seen me been doing, which is driver slot. Doing this. Imagine being jammed in here trying to do this, and then the sandblasting. How I'm going to paint in here, I don't know, without poisoning myself with the fumes. I don't know, but it's a good learning exercise, at least in getting used to, you know, dealing with very difficult. I've had some quite easy tanks up until now, I think. I've been cruising through. No, not really been having the hard time that I could have been, maybe. But I'm worried that some of these things aren't really being de-rusted properly. Hard to tell until I start to try to paint them, I guess. How are we up to now? I think we're... maybe just the bits that I've taken off. Those are the bits I took off. A jack... yeah, I think that's okay. I think that's just the thing that we're missing. No, the jack was on the back. Now I've got that already. So you nearly bought a spare part I didn't need there. I don't know what these are. I thought I had those already, but maybe I don't. Oh, it's one here, look. Or maybe I do have them and I took them off. I don't know. And sometimes parts of the gears do need to be painted. And that's going to be a pain when it comes to... I have to take the gears apart and reassemble them a lot, I think, possibly. What am I missing over here? Maybe I bought these already and just forgot. See, again here, it says to put the gear on, but I don't want to actually put the gear on. I want to put the gearbox cover on. So what I have to do is do that, and then do that. It's a bit of a faff, but again, I've just learned that's how you need to make it work. It's a tricky one. I guess the game's working in layers. It's trying to work out the layers it needs to be in. I think we're about at the point now where I start painting it, and then we'll see what bits are missing maybe at the end. I'll paint it and then I'll reassemble and I'll paint it again and I'll check what's missing, etc, etc, because that's just how it's going to be. Well, there's a missed bit. I've missed that handle there, which is awkward. I get the feeling, I get the definite feeling that this tank, I don't know how it was functionally in its job, but I get the definite feeling that it was as hard to work on in an engineering fashion as it is to renovate it. Well, it caused a lot of swearing. They're working in this confined space. In fact, what it feels like is... hold on. It feels like someone said... it's been built around the gun, essentially. I think someone said, you know, what we need the vehicle to do this job. And to do that, it needs this gun and this much ammunition. Work out the rest yourself. You know, that's what it feels like to me. It feels like someone's tried to... hold on. So, messing around. You've got those as your project remit. Now go ahead and do the rest. You know, and this is what you get. You get this vehicle that is not odd looking, but seems a little bit not imbalanced. What's the word I want to say? I don't know. But it feels awkward. Is what it feels like to me. Just the way it's been put together. I don't know. Maybe I'm misjudging that entirely. This funky little headlight on the front here. And it's all about this gun. Have I missed this end? I missed the logger break. I think we're getting pretty close now. Some of the various bits and pieces. Is that not quite sandblasted? Maybe I've missed that one. Looks like I have, possibly. Or maybe it is painted and it's just painted silver. Hard to tell sometimes with the summer paint jobs. I don't know. Yeah, we've got a couple of pieces to put on the outside around the gun, like a shroud around it. So I mantled it or something. Are you done already? Maybe you're done. Okay. Just not sure. It's like patches here that look a little bit off colour. It's just the natural, you know, variations in that a piece of metal can have. But there we go. Oh, nice. Chunky. Oh, same old problem. I need to get my socket wrench. Should we do that now, actually? Let's do that now. Let's do a quick upgrade now. I'll get this thing before I forget it again. Look at this. I've got so much reputation. I just haven't been doing anything with it. I've got this lawnmower, the magnetometer. The drone. Do we need a drone? Do we need the drone? What does a reputation cost? Scanning the ground from the air. Sounds good. I want the tools, see? I want these up here. The angle grinder, I'm a bit... Well, I don't know if I really need an angle. I've not actually come across anything that... There we go, that's what we need. I haven't actually come across anything that... that requires angle grinding off yet, but I guess we will do later. Let's see how fast this thing is. It's not what I hoped because of how you have to follow it in. It's just going to annoy me with the noise instead. Hold on. Maybe it being the proper angle behind it might be helpful because your cursor's always going to be on it then. I don't know. I don't know. It's fine. Is it actually here? There's the angle grinder. See, I'm cautious about the angle grinder. It's a rather aggressive thing to use, you know? I wouldn't necessarily have to use that unless I really, really needed to, you know? And there was something about a tool belt there as well that seemed pretty interesting. I'd have to keep running back. Like just a simple tool belt. Keep your tools on. Be good. Must admit, I'm not particularly in favour in tool belts. It makes you look like a bit of a wally. Like a bit like you're trying too hard sometimes with a tool belt, which is silly because sometimes it's really useful. It's how you use it, I think. Oops. I always manage to do this. If you I always forget how to get rid of this. Go away! There we go. I think that's got rid of it. There we go. There's just a shortcut key, and I don't know what the shortcut key is. It's one of the bottom left ones, but apart from like maybe C or something. Yeah, tool belts. I think it's how you use a tool belt. I think if you go clunking around with it all the time, a bit like having your keys on a big bunch on your belt with like an elastic cable on there. You know, sometimes some people need it. A lot of people don't. You just look like a wally if you have it. There's bits missing. Okay, I know that a lot of those I've taken off anyway, so that's fine. Let's go and put those back on again. Aha, that is the technique to use. It's just to be behind it at the right angle. And that way it is actually faster. Oh, it even puts those in. Fine. Yeah, just finishing up now. I found a... the box was still missing from the inside. And it seemed to be that it wasn't the box itself, it was the box lid. But it was listed as just box. Well, there you go. Never mind. That's fine. It's double checking through because sometimes these things say 100%, but they aren't actually 100. Like turret interior said 100%, but then I found there was minor differences that were not quite right. Just to make sure you get 100%. See, there you go. See. Where is that? No, you looked at the wrong thing there, game. Roll wheel sprocket. It's easy to miss that kind of thing. No, what am I doing? Was it under wheels? Roll wheel support. Ah. Yeah, I haven't. It's easy to do that kind of thing. I have not quite. Probably either not quite sandblasted it or not quite painted it. There you go. And when you've got a very boring, which it is, it's a boring paint scheme like this one. I need to mess around with paint more, don't I? Really, in this game. When you've got a boring paint scheme like this, it's easy to miss that kind of thing. But, you know, I don't want 100%. I want 100%. Thank you very much. Those bits missing. The jack's missing. These are all things that you have to take off. This is what I mean about the tank being a bit of a pain. Well, these things you have to take off to get the engine cover off. I mean, there's an engine. This thing here is called the engine cover, and you can imagine like struggling with the two different options of like someone on the outside messing with hatches, and someone on the inside messing through the hatches, trying to reach things. You know, trying to, I don't know, change something on the battery or something awful like that. It's just a mess. It's you know, it's all jammed in and crammed into the place. It reminds me of laptops. I know, a bit tenuous link, but you know, on a laptop, everything you normally have in a PC that could be on racks and things has to be jammed in into whatever gap. That's why it's harder to find replacement parts for laptops, because they're almost like a redesign every single time. I think we're there, you know. You know, what you used last time for where your battery fitted, now you've got a bit less room. Maybe you can't fit it in, or your processor should be squeezed in there to have enough room for it. And it just makes it awkward and jammed in there. That's why I like PCs more, because I can, you know, I need to put a new hard drive in my PC soon. I know I can easily put that in. I've got a slot for it. I've got a rack for it. Rack's not the right term, is it? I know, I'm sorry. Lubber will be angry about that as well. Being also a PC expert, as well as a computing expert, as well as a tank expert. It's all about Lubber right now. But I've got another slot on my tower, which I can put a hard drive in. It's much easier than trying to change things on laptops. Is murder. Anyway, distracted. This is done, isn't it? This is done. Hello? What am I doing? No, it's not an active. I've been doing it for so long I've forgotten. This is not an active contract, is it? It's even better than that. It is. I can't remember how to do it. No, I can actually do it from the museum, I think, possibly. To the museum! Our second exhibit. A bit over this side. Maybe I can't do it from here. Tablet. Tank museum. Have I actually made any money? I've had 2 visitors. We've had 249 visitors total. 2 visitors currently, but I've only made 20 quid. How does that work? How does that work? Can I do it from the computer? It's doing the same thing, isn't it? What's this down here? Achievement unlocked. Slug life. What does that mean? Where is it? Where is it? Where are you? That's the one. That's the one I want. I want that. Oh, Stug. Is it an early version of Stug? Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's that one. It's that one. Okay. I think I can do them all from one place, but never mind. Easy 8. No. The Panzer Kampfwagen. Where is Stonegushes? That's the same. That's not the same thing, is it? It looks the same. The armor is different. It looks like a later version, like a modified version. But I think that must be it. See, again here, this is different with this. It's got this spaced armor around it. It's got to be that one, though. I mean, I guess you can have posters about different tanks. A superstructure meant a more powerful gun. There's a mobile assault gun. Tank destroyer. Okay, I'm not going mad. Not going mad about that. Assault guns very successful. See, yeah, this here. Look at this armor on the side here. Can you see this effect on here? It looks like someone's laminated another layer of armor on, like another 5mm or something on there, taking it up to 20mm or something like that. I don't know what it might be in there, but probably not hugely thick. The armor on there, but it's maybe a later version. What are the other ones for? There you go. Oh. Is that right? Let's change this poster over here, shall we? That's a good one. Panzer 4. Panther. Sure. Okay, those posters are all the same. We'll change them as we work around. Have different ones on each one. There you go, 2 tanks. Still, collectibles would not be nice, but I don't know how to get collectibles. I'm not sure what you would do there. But there you go, so good. We've got a Russian tank, we've got a German tank. I don't know how. I don't think this is a rare one. It did say up there this is one of the most produced. The second most produced armoured fighting vehicle behind this. So this is not a rare one. It sounds like a common vehicle to me. But hopefully we can get we can open up some more slots and have a new part of the garage in here. And we don't have to have all rare things. It'd be nice to have rare ones, but we don't have to have rare things in here. And again, I would like to maybe have a different paint scheme on here, but I will look into that later. So there you go. I'm very happy with that. Shout about the bug earlier that ruined one of our extractions. I might... So going forward with this, there have been some ones where I've had vehicles I haven't looked at yet. And I thought they were interesting because they're a vehicle we haven't looked at. So someone's brought one in, like a new vehicle we haven't repaired yet. And I thought maybe do episodes on them because they're different and you get a chance to look at these vehicles. But maybe if I can collect them all and have one of every type of vehicle in my museum, if I can do that, maybe I should only do it like this. So take the series forward. I will only do episodes like this where I dig up a tank, fully repair it, and then the unique version goes in the museum and not show you jobs for other people. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know how many more of these I'm going to do in the future. I'm enjoying it, but whether I'll keep on doing it as a series or if I should do something else. Maybe I'll do shorter ones. And these are probably like, I'm guessing that these are like two videos per episode of me digging up a tank so far. Maybe that's too long. Maybe I should only show you highlights. Or, like Aki Lucia said before in the past, Aki said with Infinity Factory, he wanted to see all of the episode. He wanted to see everything from the nitty gritty of me trying to work out how to figure out every part of the thing and not just offer a solution for an Infinity Factory, which is what I was doing before. So I was doing that. Maybe you want to see more of the details. I don't know. Let me know if you want to. Otherwise, I'll just do whatever I feel like, as I usually do. We'll go from there. Okay? Thanks for watching. Hope you're still enjoying it. And I shall see you again next time.